Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, Montre, and I am doing part 3 of the story of the gods. Today, I will be talking about the flood myth. What a lot of people don't realize that, of course, you know about Noah's Ark. You've heard of Noah's Ark since you were a kid. A lot of people don't know that it is a story that's been retold in a lot of different cultures. It's not just in the Bible. There's a story called the Epic of Gilgamesh. There's a Sumerian version of the flood where Noah's name is Zasudra, and that is translated by Zachariah Sitchin. So I'm gonna pull some stuff from there. As well, I will tell you some stuff about Noah from the Book of Enoch. And can you see that? The Book of Enoch. And now, if you've never read the Book of Enoch, you need to check it out. I've told you this before. I give you reading material. I expect you to go do your homework, okay? Do your homework. You like to read the Bible. You know the Bible. I want you to read other stuff too, okay? You know, man doesn't live by bread alone. You gotta put some meat and potatoes and other things and some ketchup. Make a good meal. Anyhow, so anyways, you have the flood myth. You ever heard of the story of Atlantis? Atlantis was taken out by a gigantic flood. Now, whether you believe that Atlantis exists or not, I actually believe that Atlantis did exist at one point. But it was a part of one of those civilizations, one of the major civilizations that was wiped out because of this flood. And so you have the head god, the king of gods, Enlil, and his brother Enki, which is a creator god. And Enlil is really pissed off at humans because they have been interbreeding with the gods, the angels. Remember, Marduk fell from heaven, took a wife, and a third of the angels went with him. His name was Samyaza by some. Halloween, Sam Hale. I'll go into that later. That's a Halloween version. And so you have the Nephilim. You have Nephilim everywhere. You have these half-breed humans who are trying to rule the world. They're fighting against each other. They're really smart. They have the technology of the gods because their wives are taught magic and science and all types of things. It's in the Book of Enoch too that the angels taught humans basically everything that we know now. Just technology. And so Enlil is enraged. He's hating this. Even the story of Atlantis says that the Atlantean people were very advanced in knowledge. But what was happening too was there was a lot of wars happening between these different civilizations because they couldn't get along. They were killing each other. There were giants in the world. There was all type of creatures that were unnatural to nature. Think of it like centaurs, half animal, half human things, like Lord of the Rings. Think of something like that, like the Lord of the Rings when they had that big war and there's all types of creatures in the world, like Cyclops. And where do you think we get all those stories from? You think somebody just made those up? No, those creatures were existing on the earth at one point, and the flood is what wiped them all out. So Enlil decides he didn't create the flood. Actually, he had found out that there was going to be a meteorite that was going to strike the planet, which is scientifically proven that a gigantic meteorite did hit the planet at one point. And the cataclysm that would result would be a gigantic tidal wave that would wipe out the known civilization on the planet. We weren't all over the planet. We were just in a small portion of the planet, but this tidal wave was going to cause a tsunami to take over and flood everybody out. And so Enlil decided, hey, this is the perfect way to get rid of all these people. We're going to let this happen. As the king of gods, I order you to not tell a soul what's going to happen. We're going to get in our ships, we're going to fly away, and we're going to wait till all these people are dead. So all the gods agreed. They said, okay, we'll agree to that. Except for Enki. Enki decided he was going to tell Noah the business and tell him to build a boat and put all your kids in the boat and bring some animals with you, because there's going to be a horrible calamity that's about to strike society. Why did he decide to do this? Why did he decide to do this outside of Enlil's commands? Because Noah was the son of Enki. Noah was Nephilim. So don't believe me, do you? You don't believe me. One characteristic of Nephilim is that they are born albino. A lot of Nephilim are born albino. They're born completely white or white hair. Hair like wool, it doesn't mean that their hair is nappy. No, it means that their hair is white. It's in, it says Jesus has hair like wool in Revelations. In the Sumerian translations, it says that Enki was the father of Noah, and his hair was white and his skin was white. Remember, everybody was black back then. There were no white people. If you read the book of Enoch, Enoch confirms this. I'm not just making this up, y'all. This is actually proven. This is where white people come from. This is because there was nothing but black people. Everybody was dark. Nothing but brown folks. Everybody was Latino. And if you look at Latinos and people from Iraq, and then you look at Asians and Alaskans and Native Americans, they all look the same. Everybody's brown. So everybody was brown back then. And this is from the book of Enoch. And after some days, my son Methuselah took a wife for his son Lamech, and she became pregnant by him and bore a son. And his body was white as snow and red as a blooming rose, and the hair on his head and his long locks were white as wool, and his eyes were beautiful. And when he opened his eyes, he lit up the whole house like the sun, and the whole house was very bright. So he can emit light from his eyes glow like a cat. And thereupon he arose in the hands of the midwife, opened his mouth, and conversed with the Lord of righteousness. So he could talk. He was born and he could talk. And his father Lamech was afraid of him and fled, and came to his father Methuselah. And he said to him, I have begotten a strange son, diverse from an unlike man, and resembling the sons of God in heaven. And his nature is different, and he is not like us, and his eyes are like the rays of the sun, and his countenance is glorious. And it seems to me that he is not sprung from me, but from the angels, and I fear that in his days a wonder might be wrought on the earth. So Lamech knew. He said, that baby ain't mine. That baby ain't mine. So Lamech already knew there was something going on with Noah. So, but in the book of Enoch, his father tells him, that's your son. Go ahead and take care of him. Kind of like the Joseph Mary story. Like, yeah, Joseph, go ahead and take care of that baby. That baby ain't mine. He don't look like me. But Noah was a prince. He was basically a son of Enki. And he was the one who built the ark and saved his family. His name is Asudra in another story. And his 3 sons repopulated the world with their wives. But this is the key. We are all related to Noah. The known people on this planet are all related to Noah. And Noah was half-breed, so we all have Anunnaki blood in us. We all have angel blood. We all have the blood of the gods. So don't believe for any minute that, you're just adopted into the family of God. No, you have the blood of God. You have the blood of the gods in you. You have that power. And a lot of people, those that know, the illuminated ones, those who know this information, and they use it because they feel like they have the right to rule over people because they have more of the Anunnaki blood than other people, or they know all the secrets. But the secret is out. The secret is out, bitch. We're all related to the Anunnaki. We all have this alien blood. And so a part of our DNA is not even from this planet, which is why humans are such big fuck ups with the planet. We're so out of balance with this planet. The worst threat to our planet is our humans, because we are the one thing that just doesn't seem to sync up with nature. Every other creature can sync up with nature fine and live off the earth, and we are the only ones that we gotta have this, we gotta have that, whatever. But that's on a tangent. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Like I said, I'm not making this stuff up. This is stuff that I'm pulling from different stories about the same topic. Enoch, the book of Enoch, Sumerian stories, the Bible, all speak about the intermixing of angels and humans, creating a new breed of human. a new species of human, which is basically what we are descended from. And it caused a lot of calamities. And humans then were very smart. They were not primitive. They were very smart. I mean, fuck, they built the pyramids. And they were using magic and all types of stuff, which is real. People don't want you to get into the occultic stuff because they want you to stay away from it because it's real. They wouldn't tell you to stay away from it if you can actually do something. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I have been studying on it, and I do write books about the Nephilim. If you don't know, Google my name, Montre Bible, Sons of God, Heaven Sent. All those books are about Nephilim. So I try to stay up, and which means I actually have to write some more. I'll be writing my new book real soon. So if you have anything, let me know. Because if you don't do it, then who will? Peace out.